Asylum, what's up, dude? How you been? There's the man of the hour, Brad
Big
himself.
Rich,
Brad, what's up, buddy?
what's up, dude?
Not much, just chilling, having
How
a
do
good
I
time.
sound, by the way?
Sound beautiful, as always.
Awesome. Good. Well, I got a new headset, so I was hoping that it was going to be good news.
Yeah, no, sounds great.
Awesome. Well, yeah, honestly, maybe I'll connect via Bluetooth to with this headset to my computer or something. We'll figure out something a little bit more robust for next time.
Yeah, it's all good. Plus, that way, people, if you would want to, people would also be able to see if you could connect to your PC. There's a video chat option on Discord, but if you just want to talk, that's totally fine.
What are the people asking for? Do they want to see my face? I don't know very many people who want to see my face, but if people want to see my face, I'll let people see my face.
Fair enough. Doing good. Happy to hear
Dude,
things.
it's good to hear from you, man. How have you been?
I've been doing all right, just dealing with some things, working, and
Yeah, man.
you know, apartment hunting, and just busting my ass at my job. But
As much as I hate to break it to you, it's going to be that way for probably the next 40 years, so buckle up, buddy.
well, I imagine 4 to 5 until I hit full time streaming. So you know, I'm planning. But yeah, I'm prepared to work this job to the bone because it's a job I can make a career out of.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so
It's
happy
funny.
for it.
I wonder when the day comes where there's going to be those streamers that have, a 9 to 5, and maybe there are some out there, but
Mm,
still, amass a huge following for, the night hours. I think that's kind of an untapped market of like people who have real jobs and real careers and can kind of talk to and relate to people and maybe ask question or answer a lot of questions because
like
not
stream from their
everybody.
jobs.
No, not so much stream from their jobs, but have a 9 to 5, but also be a big streamer. Because I can't really think of anybody off the top of my head because odds are when you look at most of the Twitch chat and the Twitch followers, 99% of them are going to be working a 9 to 5 job or some variation of a job. So
Mm,
maybe they could relate to somebody or at least get advice from somebody who's in that type of a scenario. I just wonder if that will ever happen.
yeah, yeah, I feel that. Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
that's
doing
how
it
you
just chatting.
differentiate
Why-
yourself.
More of a podcast type with my buddy Brad here, but yeah, no, I definitely want to continue having a job because benefits and everything are nice, not having to worry about
Yeah.
insurance and whatnot. Um, but I think the opportunity to be a full time streamer and like dedicate my essentially my life to streaming would be a dream come true because then I could make
Oh, for sure.
better YouTube videos, better TikToks, and all that.
Absolutely. It's just, for most people, they aren't going to reach that threshold,
No.
right? So, you wonder if there's going to be like an everyman type streamer who has a normal job and can talk to these people and like give them advice
Hmm.
on how to be like a normal functioning adult and not a superstar who makes, a ton of money just sitting playing video games because I'd argue
Exactly.
that's the exception, not the norm.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, don't get me, I don't have any set plans on becoming a full time streamer anytime soon. So I'm gonna just.
Well, not all of us are big rich X out here.
But I do plan on working at my current job, digital marketing for at least the next 3 to 5 years, and really build up my experience and my repertoire, as it were.
Hmm.
Oh, did you hear? I don't know if you heard about this, but Ewan McGregor and Pedro Pascal did like an actors on actors type interview.
I did see that. I've seen some of the clips, but I haven't had the chance to watch it. Wasn't Ewan McGregor gushing over The Mandalorian and how it brought him back, like his love for Star Wars and stuff?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. The one that I saw, or at least the clip I saw, was how Ewan McGregor he hadn't worked with stormtroopers before, and he was actually kind of
Right.
intimidated by them, which I thought was
That's funny
hilarious. Because
because he talked about how it was only clones, right?
yeah, it was clones and the Republic armor.
Interesting. And even then, I would probably venture to guess that most of Obi-Wan's or McGregor's exposure was with CGI for a lot of those
Yeah, true.
troopers. as opposed to, in the original trilogy, like there was stormtrooper costumes and people there in person.
I mean, the only clone he really interacted with truly was the OG clone, which was Jango Fett.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Good point.
Chat saying we
But then
sound like
again,
a
that's a
radio
very
talk
different.
show.
That's a very different armor. Is that a good or a bad thing?
It's a
I'm not.
good thing.
I was gonna say I want to take that with in a positive light there.
100%. But that'd be cool to be on radio one day. Like as like a guest on some famous radio show, or like Howard Stern or something.
Do we think that radio is gonna be around much longer? I mean,
Oh yeah, I think
you
it'll be
think
around.
so?
Yeah, I think it'll be around for at least the next 30 years.
When's the last time you listened to the radio?
This morning, I listen to the radio all the time.
Really?
I'm an old soul, I suppose, but I love listening to
Me.
the radio. I like there's a radio talk show in the morning. I forget what it's called, but it's on 100.3, and I always listen to it's like John and Jeremy in the morning or something. But
Nice. Okay.
plus, for a time when I was in college, I had to listen to Browns games on the radio called by Jim Donovan, and listening to a
Okay.
football game on the radio gives it a whole nother atmosphere. Like, yeah, watching it would definitely be better, but Jim Donovan knows how to call a game. It's really fun, and like you have to
Interesting.
imagine it. He's like at the 30, at the 35, 40, 45, 50, and like you're getting amped with him, and it's awesome.
Right. It just feels as if those are kind of niche examples
Oh,
compared to,
100%.
like the traditional talk show. Because, I mean,
Well,
admittedly, I'm blinded by my personal bias here.
Mm-hmm.
But for me personally, whenever I'm on the road, I'm normally listening to podcasts or watching YouTube videos, this, that, and the other thing,
Yeah.
as opposed to listening to the radio. So, I don't know. Maybe that's something that your Twitch chat, if you left a poll or something, they could probably give us better insights than the extremes that you and I have.
Yeah, no, I definitely. I mean, I listen to the podcast too when I'm on my way to work or on my way back as well. But I do sometimes just turn on the radio and see what's playing. Just do a little scroll through, and I always try to skip. What really sucks is there's the one station, the couple of stations that just play the same 3 songs over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear the same ads. Like it's like getting ingrained in my brain, like the phone codes and like the directions to the stores and everything. And I'm just like, God damn, getting indoctrinated here.
O'Reilly's.
Yeah, exactly.
Auto parts.
Ow! Getting zone, auto zone. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
was gonna say, we need a sponsor, man.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
AutoZone and O'Reilly's are the Raid Shadow Legends of the radio. Changed my mind.
That's right. That's right. Oh man.
Even one of my buddies, one of my smaller streamer dudes, I saw in his like his title is like use code whatever for Raid Shadow Legends. I was like, bro, you got in contact with Raid Shadow Legends? Hit me up. I want some of that money.
Yeah.
Some of that app money. But no, it's one of my viewers said he's been on both TV and radio. Interesting, Root Beer. What TV show and or radio station, if you don't mind me asking? But yes, Wyatt, I would love to be a live commentator for anything, but preferably esports. I think would be a ton of fun. But speaking of commentating, I was able to commentate for a partnered SMD streamer the other day, which is really cool.
Dude,
Him and his
that's
followers
great.
seem to like me. I got a couple of people that tune into my stream, but not a whole lot. But it's
That's
just
dope.
networking and making my impression where I can.
You got to partner up with Marksman again.
I don't know if that was more of a partnership rather than just luck. Appreciate that.
Oh man.
But what was I gonna say? I was saying something about a partner streamer, right? I just lost my train of thought. Damn it.
You did his. You commentated his search and destroy stream.
Yeah, I was in games with him. That's why. But I know Vicstar. He's got a huge like Warzone tournament coming up. I think on like the 23rd of June. So I
Oh,
want to
nice.
try and like if I can commentate that, like watch it on my stream.
That's a
but
great
commentate.
idea.
Because you gave me that idea, and I think it would be you know, Vic Stars tournaments usually
who's
get.
all in it?
I know Doctor Disrespect and Z-Laner are going to be doing it. I believe Nick Merckx, Tim Tam, all the big names usually get into Vic Stars tournament because I believe it's for like $150,000. But let me check the old Google machine.
Yeah, because like what you'll probably have to do is you can't really supply the same type of commentary or input as like the actual streamers, such like Tim the Tapman or Nick Merckx or Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, I gotta
like,
do
they're
my own
watching
thing.
for that personality. If there's any way that you can kind of like bounce between all of them and kind of commentate where they are in the kill race and everything else, I think if you take more of like a high view of it, it'll actually be better content than simply following one person.
Yeah. Okay.
Just my opinion.
Yeah, no, definitely. The finals of the weeks-long tournament featuring winners from both Open Bracket and Creators Bracket will take place on June 15th, so not June 23rd. That's my bad. All action can be seen from Vicstar's YouTube channel. The rest of the content, including each individual competitor's channel, can be found in the Call of Duty Warzone directory on Twitch. Okay. So let's see. I'll be able to... Hey! Don't scratch that, Felix. Can't be scratching those posts. Yeah. But let's see here. And Season 4 of Call of Duty is going to be dropping on the 17th. So that'll be interesting. Have you been playing much Warzone?
Actually, not as much lately, but I have the past couple days. I've been, of course, always playing Apex as I usually do.
Yeah.
But I grinded a little bit of ranked, and I guess slight flex here. I made it to Diamond for the first time. So
congrats, dude.
Thanks, man. I'll get that sexy dive trail and everything. And now that I've played a lot of it, I've been playing more Warzone just to kind of get away because that's been super sweaty over there. And dude, Warzone's in a really good place right now.
Yeah, I think they're slowly bouncing back, and they got rid of that the specialist like freaking vault or whatever, the $100,000, just because. I mean, what are you going to do with all that money? You can get 10 loadouts, then some.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just crazy.
It seems a little ridiculous, but
overall, I'd say the guns are more balanced than they've been in a long time.
Nice, Jay. Yeah, definitely. I played some Rebirth on my birthday actually, and I got 2 dubs back to back with some people. It was awesome.
Nice. Are you still playing with viewers?
Channel. I play with viewers every Friday and Saturday. Those are my like playing with viewers days, just so I can, keep things organized to some extent. And that one viewer said, I don't remember the radio thing I was on, but I was on the news 3 times because my school had them there and stuff in the radio. I was friends with a guy that worked at it. Oh, okay, cool, Root Beer. That's pretty awesome. Nice. So the news came to his school, and that's how he was on TV. And then he had a friend working at the radio. That's pretty cool, though. Definitely, dude. But, Echo. What was I going to say? I downloaded this new battle royale called Scavengers, actually.
Interesting. What do you... Wait, I think I saw that.
Yeah. It's PvP VE. Like, there's environmental, like, AI. I think the AI could use some work. I mean, it's like an alpha, early access, free-to-play game. So I imagine they're going to add to it as they go on. But it's pretty fun so far. I'll be probably playing a little bit after our chat today.
Nice. Did you try out Knockout City while it was free?
No, what is that?
Not that it's a BR, but I know that it was like very popular on Twitch for a little bit.
What's Knockout City? Is it something fighting?
It's like a dodgeball. It's a dodgeball type game, and a lot of the bigger, like Nick Merckx had a sponsored stream by EA to play it, and it was. I tried it out because it was a free trial, and it was actually really fun. I was pretty surprised.
Interesting. I hadn't even heard of it. I may have seen some YouTubers playing it, but it never seemed like my kind of thing.
It was more of I'd argue, I mean, just based off of my personal experience, I'd argue it's more of a fad than anything.
Yeah.
For me, it was a really like nice change of pace for the week or two that it was free. but it's not something that I would, put down $20 for to even play.
Yeah, that's fair. Root Beer Thomas redeemed a random fact in the chat. Let me think here. Samuel Jackson, aka Mace Windu, got a purple lightsaber because he asked George Lucas if he could have a purple lightsaber. And George Lucas told him, well, actually, there's only blue and green. Those are the good guys, and then red's the bad guys. He was like, well, can I have purple? And he just kept asking him until George Lucas said, sure, why not? And, yeah, fun fact of the day, or random fact.
Was Revan created before or after that?
I believe Revan was after. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Or the Legends books, anyways, was after the prequels.
Okay, because I couldn't remember if the purple was something that he was given, after Mace Windu, so a little bit of precedent there, or if he preceded Mace. So that's good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Darth Revan came. It first showed up in 2003 for the Knights of the Old Republic game, and then it was in the Legends books, which came after that. So I believe the Mace Windu showed up first, or rather, Samuel L. Jackson did.
Nice. Okay. The more you know.
Bum, 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 bum. I really need to get that soundbite or something from our stream. The more you know. But how you been, man? How's life? Anything new? Anything rocking in Brad's world?
Not really. As far as work-wise, it's the end of Q2, so just really busy working and stuff.
Yeah.
Life's been good. Just very consistent type of schedule with working the 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get a workout in when I can.
Yeah.
Video games at night and wake up, rinse, repeat the next day until the weekend, and then try to meet up with some friends and have some fun.
Sounds good. I gotta come back out east one of these days so we can meet up.
Dude, we definitely will meet up. I was actually just about to let you know that, come to think of it, the only thing that's really new is I've gotten the first dose of the vaccine, so I'll shortly be invincible. My
Hang on,
superpowers
no.
are manifesting.
You gotta play the title card before you say the name. I've been seeing so many memes of that, of people saying invincible in other media, and then it just plays the title card from the animated show.
Nice. Dude, the memes have been great lately. Oh, yeah. So good.
You've been hearing about all the new meme stocks coming out? Like fucking BlackBerry, Clover, and
well, yes, all of that too, but AMC had a recent huge bump, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I haven't really ventured into that.
No, neither have I.
Admittedly, for myself, and if you don't want to answer this, by the way, you don't need
to. No,
but for me,
ask away.
I have a 401k through my company. Do you have that with yours? Because that kind of eliminates the desire to kind of put money into those type of risky stocks.
I don't at the moment. I believe I'll be able to, and after a certain part for working with them, but I do not at the moment. The only reason I ask is just I've just been seeing a lot of news on it when I've been scrolling through the Reddits and whatnot. But I really wish I held on to my AMC stock because I bought because I went to the movies all the time and I was like, you know what, I'll throw some money.
Didn't you work as a clerk for the movies at a time? Right?
No, you might be thinking of someone else. I don't think I've ever worked for a movie theater.
No, you worked for the zoo.
That's what. But I bought 100 shares at $5 for AMC, and sold it at 16 for I made $1,500 off of it. But if I had kept it and sold it at its current price of $42, I would have made.
Didn't it get up to triple digits at one point last week?
Let me check. No, the highest it's been is $65 in the past month.
Got it. Okay, I knew it was pushing towards it. It's so interesting, man. I mean, it's essentially it's essentially just the common folk, the middle class, the
Yeah,
everyday person rising up and rebelling against the system and making themselves a lot of money. It's pretty cool.
that's pretty funny. I don't mind it. And I got some money out of it. I just sold and then reinvested in safer stocks. I was just like,
Nice,
yeah,
nice. Yeah, personally, I think I'm probably gonna venture more towards something that is admittedly risky, but a little bit, safer than say like an AMC or a meme stock like GameStop.
blackjack.
I'd probably be leaning more towards going into like Ethereum or something like that,
Mm.
crypto.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to get into crypto, and I did for a bit, but then I got out. I got like a little bit of Dogecoin because I did it for the memes, and then made like $250 and got out. I was just like, okay,
Yeah,
I got what I came for. I'm good.
yeah,
But now I'm investing in ETFs and just really sort of safe company stocks like Ford, Kroger, or Kraft Foods because I like Heinz
nice.
ketchup and a few others in between. I think I have some in waste management, like WM. You always see the garbage trucks. Some
Yeah, yeah,
Apple,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
just a little bit of Apple and a few others. But I think I don't want to disclose my whole portfolio. Don't want to give you guys insider tips.
No, mine's very similar. I put for like a lot of my investments, I mentioned the 401k. So
Yeah.
for me, automatically my stuff gets taken out of my paycheck and it
Yeah. Yeah.
goes into like a target fund, which is like for 2060 as far as a retirement. So it's really
Yeah.
nice.
Exactly.
I really don't look at it, and I can just basically check up on it after a period of time and see how much it's grown.
Yeah. It's just
And
passive.
yeah, it has like an amalgamation of a um, bunch of different stocks and bonds and stuff, and
Yeah.
it has a pretty high rate of return. I think it's been like 15% over the course of the time that I've worked there, which is
That's
well above
fantastic.
the
Yeah.
average of like 8 to 10% is a good one.
Yeah.
So it's been
No,
overperforming,
that's
which is
really
really
good,
really
dude.
great.
So we
Yeah,
like to
it's
see.
amazing how much it grows though, man. It's so cool.
Mhm.
Like, the age-old saying, it's pretty crazy if you think about it. It's if you invest $100 at 25, or if you invest $1,000 a paycheck at 30, um, you will have more money in your bank account at age 50 if you started investing just $100 a paycheck at 25
Yeah. No,
compared to the other.
100%.
That's how much time like builds it overall, that it's just crazy to think about.
Yeah, no, I've been investing and saving, or I should say investing because yeah, I've been investing since. Well, technically, I started my investment career when I was like in middle school because my dad bought me some
Nice.
shares in GE, so I've had those for a while.
No way.
Yeah, but I really started investing about 4 years ago or so, like middle of college, around 2017, I think, and I've accumulated a decent chunk of change for myself, or at least like a
Love that.
safety net. Knock on wood, bar anything horrendous happens, I have something to catch me if I fall.
It's so funny because in middle school, I would have hated getting that gift, right? Like, you would hate getting a stock or anything of that
It's like,
nature,
Dad,
right?
I wanted a Nerf gun.
I, yeah, I wanted a new video game. I wanted the new system, this, that, and the other thing, right?
It's like you're
And
getting
then now
stocks.
you're getting stocks, and how much they would be worth now, it's just crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, we already talked about, I just saw a video, or yeah, it was a video the other day, and it was this dude talking about how he paid for his daughter's pizza party in Bitcoin back in like 2012 or 2013, and he paid with like 100 Bitcoins, and the pizza person
Mm-hmm.
paid with their credit card. It was like $40 of pizza,
Yeah.
but the dude paid in Bitcoin, and it
Brad, you still there? You cut out. Uh oh. We lost Brad. Brad boy. Oh, I disconnected, damn. Hang on, we'll get him back in here.
hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Um, where did I cut out in that story?
You were cutting out. He tipped in Bitcoin or something.
Yeah, so he tipped in Bitcoin, or he paid actually entirely in
Yeah.
Bitcoin, and the driver paid with their own credit card and then just took the Bitcoin for themselves. And what it amounted to in like today's valuation of Bitcoin was like $8 million for that pizza party. So it's
Jesus.
just crazy to think
Oh
about.
my God. I don't even know what I'd do with that much money. I need to retire now comfortably. I'd need, I think, somewhere between a mil and 1.5 million. And then I could retire and just
That's
stream.
interesting, and you know that?
Yeah, because let me run down my process.
I was gonna
I'd
say I haven't even considered anything like that.
yeah, but like this would be my process. I'd go to like Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, somewhere where land's pretty cheap or housing's pretty cheap. I wouldn't live in Colorado just because the housing market is way too expensive here, and I could get way more land for way less. So I'd get myself like a comfortable 4 or 5 acres of land, um, and then pay somewhere between 3 and 500,000. Well, let me readjust that. The land would probably cost around 100K, and grab that. So I'm down to like, let's say 900K, and then for a nice, comfortable house, I'd say, and landscaping, all the other little amenities that I'd want, I'd go between 3 and 500K to build it and everything else like that. Maybe 600K at the high end, so I'm left with 400K. 400K would be able to pay for internet and phone bills, car insurance, house insurance, and all the other insurances. Just bundle it all together, and then I already have a car, so I'd be good there. And groceries, and that should cover everything. Groceries, gas, all the other little amenities day to day, and then I could full-time stream from said house, which would be my job slash give me a little extra income every month until it reaches a point of where I can just survive off the Twitch money,
Yeah, I was gonna say
or put the rest of it into a savings account and live off the interest and the Twitch income.
Interesting, interesting.
But I definitely feel
Hey,
like
man.
a mil five could last me for at least 3 decades if I could really stretch it out. If I planned myself properly, and in that time I'd be constantly growing my Twitch and whatnot and
Yeah,
everything else. Like if I won the
everybody's.
lottery, like
Well, it's funny, like having money makes money too. So like hiring mods and hiring an editor and all that stuff would
oh
contribute
yeah,
to the content
definitely.
too. So like there's definitely thresholds to the game too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just interesting that you know like kind of what you can live off of because um, at least for me personally, I mean, dude, it fluctuates month to month how much I spend
Yeah.
and all that.
No, definitely for myself too. But I know if it came down to like, all right, you have this one lump sum, how can you make it last? I could stretch it out for a good long while. Don't
That's
take that
interesting,
out of
man. That's cool.
context, because
Yeah.
there's so many different ways to save and be frugal with your money. There's discount food stores. I get all my clothing from like Goodwill or Arc or other thrift stores or garage sales, stuff like that. OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace, you can get all your furniture and even streaming equipment off there for hugely discounted prices. So there are definitely ways to stretch out your money because you don't necessarily need the latest and greatest to get by.
Yeah. Dude, you're a modern day thrifter, man. It's pretty cool.
Oh, trust me, there are people way more frugal than myself. Like there's this show I'm pretty sure on TLC called Extreme Cheapskates or something, and there's these people that'll like reuse tissues and everything, or even toilet paper to
That
like
seems
stretch it
a
out.
little much.
No, trust it's disgusting. Like there was this one dude who wanted to be a professional wrestler. He still lived with his mom. His mom shaved for him. He like reused everything. It was nasty.
Yikes. Ew. That took a drastic turn right there.
Yes, it did. But yeah,
How
I
do we
can make it
get
work.
here? Quite the tangent. Um,
It's the beauty of it all.
But yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've caught up, dude.
Yeah,
It's
life's
just good to hear from you.
yeah, absolutely. Life just threw a whole bunch of wrenches my way and a lot of fucking a lot
The
of shit.
holiday too.
Yeah, Memorial Day and everything else. Phew. You got any July 4th plans, by the way?
Ooh, not as of right now. I probably should start to make those plans. The only plans that I have are at the end of the month. I'm going back home
Mm.
to visit my family. But I get, like I mentioned before, I got my first dose earlier this week, so my second dose is the 28th. So I haven't exactly made plans yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I basically need to figure out what my friends are doing, who's going to be in town, who's not, and that'll probably dictate what I want to do as far as travel.
Yeah, that's
Do you
fair.
have anything going on? Is that why you're asking?
Uh, I mean, not for July 4th specifically, but I am going to my cousin's wedding over the
Let's go.
July 9th through the 11th. So I'll be back. I'll be back out east, but only for like literally a weekend.
That's awesome.
Oh,
That's cool.
I
And you'll
totally
get to
forgot
see
to
a
mention
lot of
this.
your family members.
Oh yeah, I'll be seeing everybody. I haven't seen a couple of my
That's
cousins in
so great.
years, so it'll be really nice
That's
to catch
so
up with
great.
everyone. But have you seen the trailer for Battlefield 2042 yet?
Yes, dude.
I totally forgot to
Didn't that come
mention
out
that.
today?
It came out like yesterday, I think, like literally yesterday, like noon or something.
Dude,
I,
it looks so good.
the fact that they mentioned or they showed like the rocket swap, like you hop out of the jet, rocket the other jet, and then
Yeah,
get back in. They
wild.
mentioned that in the trailer. It was insane. I'm really looking forward. I think Battlefield's really going to bounce back from Battlefield 5 with this one because uh, the large scale battles are going to have 128 players in them.
Jeez, dude.
It's a
I mean, I tell you
64
what,
v 64. That's insane.
if Warzone, I mean, if they don't keep their shit together and get their cheating situation under control and everything else, I think there's a lot of people that are going to be trying out Battlefield.
Hold that thought 1 second because we just got a tier 1 sub from Mr. Gritty Kitty himself
Let's go.
for 12 months, a whole year. Gritty Kitty, thank you so much, man. 12 months of tier 1 subbage. Sometimes tier 3. Like Gritty Kitty is one of my good friends and just god tier human beings. Like he can ninja defuse so well and is honestly probably the best crossbow player in Warzone. Like you'd be disgusted with what this man has done with a crossbow. But what were we talking? Battlefield 2042. Yeah, you're saying Warzone. Warzone got to keep their cheaters under control, or are they gonna?
They really do. I mean, that trailer was freaking awesome, dude. And
I'm
not to
hyped.
mention, I think just the going back to the, you know, modern type warfare is going to be
Yeah.
really cool.
I mean, Battlefield
Um,
4 was huge for them. Like it was honestly, it was their. I dare I say, Modern Warfare 2 for the Battlefield series was Battlefield 4. Is like one of the iconic entries into the series. Is like name.
Yeah, for sure. And even I'm thinking like, was it Battlefield 1 or what was the like recent World War 1?
Yeah, that was
Uh,
Battlefield 1. I played a crap ton of that.
I played a lot of that
It
too,
was
and
so
that one
much
was
fun.
great.
I
Didn't they have another one like in between that didn't go so well?
Yeah, it was the
I can't
Battlefield
remember.
5, the most
That's
recent
right.
one. It
That's
got
right. Where
mixed
they
reviews
tried
on
to
release.
Yeah, and they tried to do the Firestorm or whatever, which is
Yeah,
they
okay.
tried to do the new BR and it sucked.
Yeah, no, Firestorm. I think they didn't dedicate enough time or effort to it, but I really feel like they're gonna drop something. They're gonna come back with a vengeance with this. And funny you say that. One of my viewers literally just said, honestly, kind of surprised Battlefield isn't going to capitalize on a BR to compete with Warzone. But I 100% think they are. I mean, 128 players in multiplayer games is competing pretty hard already, in
I
my
was
opinion.
just about to say, I feel like that is the most direct competition that you'll really need.
Yeah,
Not
I
to
mean,
mention the respawning and like getting into games quickly will
yeah.
probably be more rewarding than getting sent back to the lobby and
Oh,
having to
100%.
wait all that time in like an actual Warzone game. Not to mention the BR category in general, I think
It's
is getting
saturated,
pretty saturated. Yeah.
honestly. I definitely think
They
I definitely think they're gonna drop a BR, but I don't think it'll come on release day with the game. I think they're gonna wait about 2 to 3 months until the game's like fully integrated and all the bugs are sort of worked out, and then they'll drop it. Shock the world. But I'm excited for this new Battlefield, just because the Battlefield series has always held a spot in my heart. And Battlefield 1, I sunk, honestly, days of my life into. The Hell Eagle. I would have to
agree with you on that one, man. I'm more of a...
I was a god tier medic, by the way.
I just fucked around on it, dude. I love flying around in planes and everything
else. Yeah, the mechanics in it are just so good. I mean, having the vehicle,
with how big the maps are, sniping is so fun.
Oh, that reminds me.
So fun.
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. And the sound was so satisfying when you got a sniper in that World War One, setting and everything.
Probably the best headshot graphic as well.
Oh, true. I would have to agree. One of my viewers saying they miss Bad Company running people over with golf carts. Agreed. What are your thoughts on letting them putting back in the full destruction of all structures? That's another thing Battlefield has always done really well is interactive environment.
That in the trailer, right?
I mean, I saw a giant rocket ship, huge tornadoes, sandstorms, interactive environments, destruction. That interaction with the world makes the game that much better. It adds that sense of realism, even though it's a first person shooter, and it's hugely interactive, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Because what made Battlefield 4 great was the huge interactive maps. Like the one I specifically remember is the skyscraper crashing down and changing the whole layout of the map, and then the ship crashing into the beachhead on those different islands was it adds a certain aspect to a map that you just don't see in Call of Duty that much, or even at all.
Yeah, well, it's funny. Each franchise kind of has their own lane or niche, right?
Yeah.
Call of Duty, I was starting to say I'm more of a traditionalist. I love the quick, domination games, even team deathmatch. Like it's quick in and out, short range engagements, really quick combat.
Yeah.
Whereas I love Battlefield for how big it was and sniping and just the scale of everything.
Speaking of that, sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
One of the maps in the Battlefield's conquest mode, their big mode with the 128 players, is reportedly going to be the size of one of the PUBG maps, one of the OG PUBG maps. If that gives you some context of size.
Interesting. Wow. So vehicles are very much going to be an integral part of this.
Oh,
game
100%.
As well.
What I don't know if you know the YouTuber Jack Frags, but he got in to a press conference with all them because he's a really big Battlefield content creator.
Mm-hmm.
He said that vehicles will be able, you'll be able to spawn them on you. They won't be a waiting game. You'll have to pay what are they, battle points. I imagine they're going to try to do something similar-esque to what they did with Battlefront.
No way! With Battlefront, I was just about to say
it's
the exact
with Battlefront. Because I like the system. I just think they need to do it right to some extent. You have to have a certain capacity and whatnot. Obviously, you can't have people spamming it.
You'll earn different amounts of points probably by either playing the objective or getting kills.
Exactly.
And then it'll also the reason why I loved it in Battlefront is because it actually regulates the amount of not just it also did it for heroes, but also vehicles that are in the game at one time. So not everybody is in one, or it's overwhelming or unfair.
True.
It kind of auto balances it too. It's really interesting in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. And the same viewer, Gritty Kitty, says, now, Rich, on a serious note, he heard they're adding wind effects on bullets, not just normal bullet drop. Lurk and show and love and support. Thank you, Chef Brian. If they can back up everything they're promising, and very rarely does, I would say, EA games do, although this game's been in development for 3 years, I'm really hoping that they can own up to everything they're saying. I imagine they'll miss on some of the points, but hopefully on the major ones that they'll hit home with. But if it'll add a whole new aspect to sniping to not just have bullet drop to contend with, but making it more realistic wind effect. I mean, at some points, sniper shots, the rotation of the earth has to be affected, and I don't think they're going to get that into detail, but like adding all these little things, I think will really make it a great game.
But still, I think the cool part when I hear something like that is it makes it more skill oriented and also more
100%.
rewarding if you put in the time and get good at it, or if you kill
Oh, yeah.
somebody that way. The same way that some of these games with higher time to kills, it's super rewarding when you're able to track somebody or hit that headshot, because that's the only way you're able to kill them.
Oh, excuse me. But 100% agree. The other thing that they're going to add, or at least what I heard they were adding from the Jack Frags video, is in the middle of mid game, instead of having to exit out and adjust your setup, you'll be able to tweak certain things about your primary weapon mid game in action. So like, let's say you have an ACOG sight on your like M4, or you're using it for long range one tapping, but then you move into a house, you can swap to a red dot sight mid game while you're entering the house, and you'll have the red dot sight attachment for closer range engagements.
How do you feel about that? I mean, it makes sense in a video game, but I just don't. If they're going to go so realistic with the wind impacting bullet drop, how can you switch that on the fly?
That's fair. I know for some guns it's easier than others, but for most realistic situations, you go out into the field with the attachment you're most likely going to be using for a majority of the time.
Exactly, which is why, I mean, I guess maybe granted, I'm not an Army Ranger or a military guy at all. Maybe they do have different hybrid sights or whatever. It's still
it seems like a weird
thing. Going for the
thing.
realistic, it feels like a video game convenience.
I mean, I don't think they're going full realistic, because in the trailer they put the dude jumping out of a jet with a rocket launcher to take out another jet and then getting back into his own jet. So I think we can ask for some realism, but there's going to be some only in Battlefield moments for sure.
Love that. I will always break the realism for cool video game shit, and that was
absolutely.
Some cool video game shit.
Definitely. But one of my viewers said the Earth rotation effect on bullets at really long distance is called the Coriolis effect. Coriolis. Good to know. Fun fact of the day. Learn something new. And now everyone's just calling themselves Batman. But
speaking of Gotham Knights, man, are we gonna do a playthrough when that comes out? Is that
what's that? Hold up.
Know?
What are you talking about?
You haven't seen the trailer?
Gotham Knights.
If you want to end up with that, watch the trailer.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the last minutes. We might as well pull it up, dude.
Pull it up. It is so good. Hold on, let me tell you which trailer to watch.
All right, I'm pulling up trailer. Okay. Is it the official DC one world premiere trailer?
That one's 4 minutes. I would probably say, hold on, let me pull, because the world premiere trailer doesn't actually show gameplay. Do you want to learn more about the story, or do you want to watch more of gameplay?
Chef Brian with 100 biddies. Either or. I mean, I see the official gameplay walkthrough as well.
Let's watch the premiere trailer, because it'll be good for everybody who's watching and tuning in too, because then they could watch it if they haven't seen it, and then if you'd like to, you can watch the gameplay walkthrough and the gameplay trailer on your own time.
Gotcha.
Deal?
Yeah, that sounds good.
But
and then,
oh my goodness, dude. I hope I don't even know if this is crossplay, but I will gladly play this with you when it comes out next year, man.
Oh, I hope
looks so good.
Okay, so it's called Gotham Knights - World Premiere Trailer DC official.
From the DC channel. Yep.
Okay, I'm pulling it up now. Okay, I'm at 00. Tell me when you hit play.
Yep. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Okay. Let's get this full screen.
In breaking news, we've received reports of an explosion somewhere north of the city.
We're still waiting for the police to confirm if there are any victims. This story is evolving rapidly. Please bear with us.
We heard this really loud boom. There was smoke everywhere.
Emergency
There was an
services have
explosion.
confirmed that
Okay.
they've discovered a body buried in the wreckage. We're still waiting for further details.
Emergency vehicles are on
That a large portion of the building has actually
In
collapsed.
international news, an explosion rocked Gotham City earlier
We
today.
are now able to confirm that billionaire philanthropist Bruce Wayne is...
Oh, what? Oh, what? Just hit you with that?
Yeah, what?
Okay. Your phone's getting wet, dude. Oh, snap.
If you're watching this, I'm dead. This is a code black. This message was automatically triggered when I destroyed the cave and everything it contained. We both know it won't take long for Gotham's criminals to realize the Batman is gone. And you can't count on the GCPD. Haven't trusted us since Jim died.
Oh, damn.
Gotham will need its protectors more than ever. I'm leaving you the Belfry as base of operations. Some of the technology is outdated, but it has the gear you need and all of my files.
Oh, snap.
You've always had my back when I needed you. I know you'll keep Gotham safe. Good luck. And goodbye.
No love you from Batman. Okay, we see how it is. We got Batgirl, we got Robin. That's Red Mask. Nightwing. Oh, dude.
So this is co-op.
Oh, yeah. Dope. Co-op, like Arkham City type deal, is what I'm guessing.
It
Hopefully the
feels
same
more
mechanics.
RPG.
Yeah.
It feels more RPG, but you'll see more. They show a little bit more stuff.
Okay, Robin. Batgirl coming in hot. AKA Barbara Gordon. Nightwing. Red Mask. Red Hood, not Mask, I'm an idiot.
Red
He
Hood
looks very
uses
Deadpool-esque though.
He does. He uses non-lethal rounds
Yeah.
to honor Batman.
Dope. Very cool indeed. To Legends? It's gonna be the Legends. Very nice to meet you. Okay. Black Mask.
No one talks about them.
Oh, the Court of Owls.
Such a
Not
cool
whisper
storyline.
word is said.
Oh, snap.
For if you try to crush them, then
I don't like the little girl.
the town strikes you dead.
I'm good. Go back in your sarcophagus. Dude. That looks dope as hell. Plus they're adapting the Court of Owls into games. That's pretty fucking awesome. I mean, honestly one of the best Batman storylines out there. That's fucking awesome. Fucking Gotham Knights, chat. Chat, would you all want to do a co-op gameplay playthrough?
What a game.
Right,
dude?
dude?
I'm so excited for it.
I'm hyped. I'm excited about it.
I got goosebumps. The Court of Owls is so great. Such a awesome storyline, and it's recent if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's from like 2015.
Something like that, yeah.
But I hope It is co-op. I know that for sure. I don't know. I hope it's cross-platform, man. That would be awesome to play.
Yeah,
a single-player
2015,
game like that.
2016. No, absolutely. Playing co-op together would be awesome. But you sounded like Red Queen from Resident Evil. Absolutely, NJ. But the Court of Owls, Chef Brian, was an antagonistic organization opposite to the Batman. I don't want to spoil or say anything, but it's a comic book series or a comic book story arc that involves Robin and Batman. It's a very, very well done, very well drawn, and well written storyline. I highly recommend you give it a read.
Very well done in the DC animated movie universe.
Oh, true.
Movie
Yeah.
Batman versus Robin.
Indeed.
Very well done in that movie.
Oh, definitely.
If you have HBO Max.
Give it a check. Give it a check.
So, but yeah, that feels like a really good place to wrap up for
Absolutely.
this week's episode of the podcast, baby.
100%. And by the way, chat, I know y'all expect these on Sundays, and they will be back on Sundays this coming Sunday and the following week after, barring any, intrusions or life events. I just wanted to get a catch-up episode so I could catch up with my buddy Brad, and y'all could hear his beautiful voice.
Back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Indeed. Speaking of, radio and TV, as we were earlier, we wrap it all up, chat. We get it all done. That, as always,
right,
Brad,
brother.
good time. I take it you're going to hop into the Warzone and or the Apex?
I think I'm going to clean up my apartment because you remember we've played games with JJ, right? You remember JJ Dunn?
Yeah, 100%.
He's actually going to be in town this weekend.
Oh, nice.
He accepted a job in the Carolinas with me for
round of applause.
Work, so
congrats on the new
very
job.
excited for him. So he's looking at apartments this weekend. So
oh, awesome.
I'm gonna be cleaning my apartment and getting off for the night.
Look at this adult right here.
I know. I hate it.
It's all good, dude.
But I got my games in earlier.
Solid.
Played a little bit, but yeah, we'll definitely run it back on Sunday, and I'll be watching the stream in the meantime. Okay.
Sounds good, buddy. You have yourself a nice night, and good luck cleaning.
Yeah. You too, man. Have a great rest of your night.
Bye, buddy.
See ya.